Can people change their sex?
No.
Yes.
How?
I think you just said they get surgery.
Yeah, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and say, yeah, you can change your gender, but I don't think you can change your sex.
I mean, you can change your gender anytime you want. Like right now, I can say I'm a boy, I'm a he. But then sex-wise, it's a part of your body. So then you're actually physically changing a part of your body, and so you change your sex.
That part is dictated by genetics. You cannot.
It's a part of your biology.
You can get your biology.
How it is. You can't change your chromosomes. You can't change that. You can chop off whatever you want. I can chop off one arm and I can become a one-armed person. Doesn't mean I was born a one-armed person. You know what I mean?
I can go tomorrow and go get a bunch of plastic surgery and morph myself into a different person, but it's not who I am and it's not what I look like. Just like you can't be a man and go get some surgery and then the next day you wake up and you're a woman. It's
but
just
they
not
also
the way
do
it
like
works.
hormone therapy as well.
It doesn't matter. You're still a man. You still have the wrong chromosomes. You still can't reproduce. You're still a man.
But there's some women that can't reproduce, some men that can't reproduce
that's
either.
not pertinent.
That's a fault.
It's not what they
were
biology.
biology.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Well, how about this? Like, oh, go ahead.
If a man put a bag over his head and you threw him into a room and another guy penetrated him and they just, you just called John Jill, but it's really a guy and it's friction based. Is that guy straight?
Is that guy straight?
Screwed another man. Is that guy straight?
Is that but then does he know that's a man?
No, I can do. I think I'll do this really simply. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm dating a trans. Well, hold on. I don't want to say it in the way it will get fucking clipped. A man, a cis. I hate this term. Cis man is dating a trans woman. They proceed to. He has anal sex with her. Is that straight?
Yeah, that's still straight. I mean, you have anal sex with a woman. What the
Yeah,
heck?
but that would be straight to have sex
What
with
if you
an actual
suck your
woman.
girlfriend's dick? Is that straight?
What if he what?
Well,
Suck your girlfriend's dick. Is that straight?
But
I mean,
Andrew,
I'm
her
saying that they
position
cut it off.
that we have to contend with is that she only acknowledges that it's a transgender woman if they've had the post-operative, like they're post-op. So there would
but
not
the
be a
argument-
penis.
So, but she keeps saying, but wait, these are non-reproductive, right? And you say, well, wait a second, there's some women who can't reproduce. That's fair. What makes those women women?
I don't know. Like they were
You
born.
don't know what makes women who can't reproduce still women?
Wait, you said they were born women?
Their
That's what
chromosomes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were born female. They were
Yeah,
born.
so when you say there's some women who can't reproduce, you're just affirming her position that they're still women, even though they can't reproduce, right?
Yeah,
So what
like
makes
they
them
were
women?
born.
So-
Yeah.
So what makes them women?
I guess like they're.
If a man can't reproduce, is he still a man?
Yeah, he's still a man.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So then what makes them a woman? If it's not about reproduction, there must be something
I think it's also
that makes them a
about
woman.
your experience, right? Like if you identify as a woman, then you get all the experiences that a woman would get. Same if you're a transgender woman, then you're.
Can I identify as being black?
I mean, you can't because you aren't black.
You don't get all the
Yeah, but
same.
what if I
You
had
don't get all the
experience-
same.
Hang on. What if I had all the experiences of a black man? Could I then identify as being black?
Do you have like that skin color?
Well, wait. Why would I need the skin color? I thought it was about experience.
Yeah, but you're saying that why would you get those same experiences if you didn't have the same skin color?
How are you going to get the same experience when you look like a dude with a wig on? How are you going to get the same experience as a woman?
I mean, a dude with a wig on isn't have but depending on their race, they're gonna have the same experience as opposed to like different races and ethnicities.
Yeah, but why do you think that, like, okay, so what you're saying then, by this logic, is that really, really, really ugly women, right, can't be women because they don't have the experience of women.
Wait, what do you mean? They have an experience of being I never said anything about
An
looks.
experience that like something that women literally bond over and every woman goes through. An experience that a trans woman would never in their life experience, surgery or not. They would never have a monthly cycle ever. So all of these experiences, I'm confused what you're referring to because that's a pertinent experience to being a woman.
I think like there's some questions on there about like how, do women have equal rights to men? Like, are they treated equally? Or like about gender pay gap. So I'm thinking about those type of experiences as opposed to like genetic experiences.
Bear with me.
Yeah.
Let's say a woman is really ugly and just looks like a man. So everybody treats her like a man. Okay, that's what she experiences. Hang on, that's what she experiences. Is she still a woman?
I mean, but then even though she's treated like...
Hang on. Can you answer my question?
I thought
Is
you're
she still a woman?
I think you're asking me a question. I'm trying to answer it. Yes, I'm answering right now.
I feel like you're going to answer a question I didn't ask you, but go ahead.
No. Okay, I'm going to say the answer. If it's not, then say it's not. Okay. But I think that you're saying that, I'm going to reiterate. So this woman looks like a man, and so she's treated like a man, right?
Right.
Then is that what she wants? Some women want to be more masculine, and then she wants to be a woman. So okay. So in that case, even though she looks like a man, but she is a woman, but then that means like biologically she's a woman, so she'll have these monthly cycles, so she have a similar experience.
So what makes
as
her a woman is her biology?
I mean, in that instance, yes.
I'm super confused, so help me out here.
Yeah, it's not like super black and white.
It can't just be about It can't just be about the experience. Because if it's just about the experience, then if you experienced only being treated like a man, you would be categorized as a man by your logic. But if you say, wait a second, no, there's still a woman because you default to biology, then the default is the biology, right?
No, I'm saying that her experience is going through monthly cycles of having a period. So that's why I would say... Yeah, and I think that because she's had that experience...
So then what makes them a woman is their biology?
No, again, I didn't say that either. I'm just saying that it's like all these combined experiences of how people interact with you and how, I guess, like your body works. Then I think those combined, create the experiences of women in general, I guess. Yeah.
Do you not think that's like supporting delusional people? We should just give them what they want? Because they feel like it?
Wait, what do you mean?
Because it's operating out of reality. Like the mindset is not aligned with...
Should we support delusional people? Okay, so I think if someone were like, I was born as a male in this lifetime, but I believe I was meant to be female, then I don't think that's delusional. It's like they really believe this. And there's like movies about it too, right? Where like some people go crazy. They want to die because they want to become a woman, right? And it has that really famous actor in it. I forgot what it was.
What if I want to be a cat?
Because I feel like you may know this. There is actually, I think, a study where they took the brain scans of transgender women and males, and like basically like the parts of the brain lit up of the people who like wanted to be the opposite gender in the way that they wanted it, of the gender they wanted it to be. Do you know anything about that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of them were gay men. So here's the question, right? It's like, if you had done that same study with the same sample, right, and they weren't gay men, would you get the same result? And we don't know, right? Because many of these studies are biased. And then the second is brain scan technology really doesn't tell us very much because the sample sizes are so small, right? You're talking about different areas which are affected in the brain, especially. They're talking about things like gray matter or various chemicals, this type of thing. What you would need is a sample size large enough where, I scanned your brain, you feel like a man, and your brain supports that. We just don't have that kind of evidence.
Well, there's just not enough studies. There's not enough data. But the reason why I brought that up...
There's not ever going to be enough data.
There's not enough data because when you donate to shit like that, they don't use the money for unbiased, scientific, relevant data.
What makes it unbiased, though? Or
they follow a scientific method.
Well, because they're all funded. Many of them are funded by LGBTQ groups.
But don't you feel like
don't
you feel like having data though in areas that we don't have enough information is no matter what is important and like vital for just our social experience?
Could be, but there's publishing bias which happens, and there's other biases which go into a lot of the ways that these studies are conducted. So in other words, you don't want to do science by trying to affirm a worldview, and so then adjusting for the affirmation of the worldview. Supposed to run an experiment, the results are what the results are, and that's it. But that's not the way that many times in sociology these things are conducted. And what you're talking about is a mixture of sociology and then a little bit of neuroscience when it comes to the scanning. So the results are, so let's just put it this way, I'll be the most charitable I can be. Those results for all brain scan studies right now are inconclusive. And since they're inconclusive, they're not really showing us anything. We're not going to bank on them because they're not science, right? It's not. We can't get something conclusive out of them yet.
Well, there's just not enough data. But again, if there were more studies, then we can conclude, something that's factual. But right now, it's all like, it's he says, she
says. Since there aren't, and we can't conclude, then we're not going to defer to it, right? Like that would be like me saying, well, what if we had a bunch of studies that affirmed my biased worldview?
Yeah,
Like,
well, that's just your
then
perspective.
I guess we'd have to believe your biased worldview.
This is your
then,
perspective
right?
based off of your situations. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
So
brought that up only.
That would be no good, right?
Yeah, I only brought that up because I wouldn't agree that that people are delusional if they truly feel something and they're to the degree of like wanting, to harm themselves. And there has to be something that happened during development where it's like, like it's literally inside of them, in their chemicals, to where like, this is something that they truly need.
You're trying to intellectualize something that is not based in reality.
Well, only because there's
but
studies on
couldn't
it.
you-
Because there's
wait,
studies,
hang
even though
on.
they're inconclusive, there's still some
I
data out
understand
there.
what you're saying. What you're saying makes sense. And if you don't mind, I'll reiterate the position. You can tell me if I get this wrong, but I think your position is just this: that clearly this isn't delusion. These people obviously are feeling this in a very big way, or they wouldn't be so adamantly pursuing it, right? So this probably is not delusional, right?
Yeah, and I do feel like some people do take advantage of, those who deal with this, and that definitely, creates situations where people feel like, oh yeah, they are delusional because they take a situation and define an entire group. But I don't think it's like fair to like do that.
You can feel however you want to
Yeah,
feel,
so
but don't make it my
our,
problem.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
don't let it negatively
hang on.
impact my
Wait a
choices.
second. So schizophrenics are not delusional, right?
Yeah, they're not.
I don't know the answer to that question. What?
Wait.
A schizophrenic, by your logic, would not be delusional. I mean, they really, really feel that way. They really, really hear the voices. They really, really want to do what the voices say. So therefore, they're not delusional.
I don't know the case studies on schizophrenia, so I wouldn't be able
I
to
do
answer.
medical assessments, and delusions are actually one of the symptoms that we use as a marker to dictate and help us assess the scale of a medical emergency or the probability of one. And a schizophrenic episode is actually one of the markers, like scientifically in medicine, is delusions. So, I mean, just so you know, like that is an aspect of.
The way that we would measure if something was delusional or not would be the only way I could think of is if we were looking towards behavior which was abnormal. Otherwise, how would you know it was delusional or not? Like if somebody came over to you and said that gremlins were visiting them at night and, stealing their socks, my assumption is you would think that this was such abnormal belief or abnormal behavior that they were suffering from some kind of delusion, right? Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't we map that on also to other groups like this? And, well, we do. And that's why we have things like gender dysmorphia and other kind of clinical psychoses for this, is because we're trying to describe this delusional behavior, right? So, I mean, there's a reason that it's actually categorized as a mental illness, gender dysphoria.
I think.
Graffito tagged donated $200.
Yo, Graffito, thank you. Sorry for the delay,
do
man.
you really
Sorry.
think a surgically created Vaha is identical to a real one? Come on. If a man lays pipe and goes to town on that thing, it's tearing apart into a bloody, disgusting mess.
Like,
What the heck? That's so graphic.
Yes, just very brief. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Do I have to answer that? Do you really think?
sure, why not?
Oh, I mean, because I have a lot of friends that are transgender, and then I think so. Yeah, like I've seen them, and I'm like,
You've
oh,
seen
okay.
the pussy?
No, I'm like, yeah, I mean, not like seen it like in my front of my face.
You've seen the vagina.
Yeah, it's like we change in front of each other, and like, yeah, I have a lot
But
of.
have they been like spread?
No, I don't even
And
see my
you're just-
real female, like not real, but like
there-
mother.
have you?
Oops.
Freudian slip.
Oops, you said real. But so just real quick, back to this chair one. I just have one more question for you. If you had a person who walked around all day on all fours and barked like a dog and ate out of a dish, but refused to act any other way than that, would you say that was delusional?
Is that for who?
You say chair? You say chair one?
Yeah, chair one. You, yeah.
Well, so I know why you're asking that question, and it's like there's also gender identity that plays, it's a big role when it comes to just
This person identifies as a dog.
but their gender identity or their sex, like their.
What do you mean? Just their identity?
For now, a dog.
I don't know. I wouldn't compare a person to someone barking like a dog.
But they feel like they are. They want to be a dog.
If they feel like that,
and that's the way they're living their life.
That's all that they want to be, and they're on all fours all day, and they bark like a dog. They act like a dog. They eat out of a dog dish. Would you say that that's delusional?
Well, yeah, because they're acting like a dog, but it's not like it's not the opposite sex. They're not trying to act like the opposite sex and identify with a gender.
What makes that delusional, though? What makes that actually delusional?
Because it's not a male or a female. It's not a human. It's
what about people that want to identify as
right? It's what makes it delusional is it's not the thing, right?
What about people that say that they don't have a gender and they're a they or an it? What do you think of that? Is that delusional?
What do I think of it?
Yeah.
I don't. That's the reason why I wasn't really in the beginning of the conversation, because I don't know how it feels to be in the position of needing to identify as it or they, and I'm not really one to like judge on that. So I don't have any
delusional because it's not true. Like that's what makes it delusional, right?
I don't have any like opinion on it because I don't know how it feels. I feel like I do believe if they want to identify that way, I'm not one to judge. I know other people are going to, and cool, that's how you want.
Here's a less rare example. Then let me just try it this way. Are you aware that there are many people on this earth who believe they are vampires? Literally, they believe that they are vampires.
Cool, go off.
And they live a vampiric life. They live in coffins. Not kidding, right? They won't go out in the sunlight. They won't do any of those things because they believe that they're vampires. They even drink blood. Not kidding. They even drink blood. Are they delusional?
They're trying to be a fictional character or whatever, perhaps, but yeah.
Well, it's not fictional. They are vampires. They are drinking blood. They are acting as though a vampire would act 100%. They are doing all of the things that vampires do.
Milkshake.
What makes them fictional?
No, like vampires are like, unless vampires exist, and I'm just sounding dumb, but
no,
wait.
I mean, the type that you're talking, the Bram Stoker Dracula vampire, right? But these people are vampires. I mean, they must be because they act identical to them.
Well, yeah, they're acting as if like they're not human. So like, yeah.
No, vampires are human.
Well then.
What? Where are we getting this information from?
What if tomorrow
I'm confused.
Just for time management stuff, I have to move it on. Andrew, do you have a final thing on this, or good to move it?
Yeah, it's just a vampire is human. A vampire would meet all of the criteria that you would have for an identity. You believe that you are the thing. You act as though you are the thing. 100%. You are a human, right? Why are you not delusional? What would make that not delusional?
I come from a place where it's male and female. That's it. And I don't judge, and that's it.
Okay.
All right. Two things really quick. The previous thing from Graffito tagged, I want to come back to it briefly. Graffito, thank you for the TTS. I apologize for the delay. I was up for a bit. He said it's not the same. Is it your position that, I don't know how else to say, natural pussy, I guess? I don't know what better term. Do you think it's the same as trans pussy? Wait, have you experienced it?
So that's why they fuck with the inner. They fuck with inner. They not make the.
What?
I mean transgender. I heard that.
What the fuck?
Okay, Ivy, do you think it's the same?
I actually don't like to comment things I don't have knowledge about, so I actually don't know about this, like if it's the same or not, because I am not a male. I've not tried.
Well, that's fine. You don't know about it, but perhaps if I provide some descriptive, some sort of descriptions, that might help. So okay, so and you do know at least you're a biological female, right? Like you're not trans, right?
No.
Would you be upset if somebody thought you were trans?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't find that
They
insulting?
just think I have like masculine features then.
But you have your own experience as a woman. You have your own self-awareness there. Do you think that, for example, if, say, I don't know where we would put it, but let's say somebody put a hole in your armpit.
Oh.
A hole.
Oh.
Surgically, they put a hole where your armpit is. And then you had to keep that hole open. And then a man stuck its penis inside your armpit hole. Do you think it would feel the same? You think it would be the same as pussy?
I don't know. I'm not a man. I really
Okay,
cannot
all right.
say.
Well, how about this? How about this then? So I believe the procedure that they do is they surgically put a hole in that area where the penis once was, and they use tissue from the penis and the testicles and the scrotum.
They like fold it. They like cut and like fold and like, and then they. I only know, growing up, I watched this screwed up show called I Am Jazz. I Am Jazz. And she went to get this like plasty and they explained it all in great detail on a kid's family show on TLC. And I remember, like, I just remember it. And then you have to do this thing called dilating where you put these like giant things in every day to like create. Yeah. So.
But so let me ask you this. Let's say that somebody had, they didn't identify as trans, but they maybe they got, I don't know how this would ever happen. They landed on a pole.
Oh.
And it forced their balls and penis inside of them.
Oh.
And like, would you think that that's a vagina?
I mean, I don't know. I have not experienced that myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot say.
Look, I've not encountered trans pussy. Pussy.
Yeah.
That's not pussy. It's not the same.
I mean, you can't say it unless you tried it.
Okay, well, let's put it this way.
No, but so forget the
I have a question.
hold on. Forget the impale thing. Sure, they go to the best trans doctor, the best trans surgeon, and they get this surgery, and there's no complications whatsoever aside from the dilation that they constantly have to keep up with, but no out of the norm complications. Still not pussy. That's not pussy.
Let me ask you, do you feel like it would feel like pussy?
No, it would not feel like pussy.
So you
it
thought
wouldn't
about
smell like it wouldn't. Is that supposed to be a gotcha? Oh yeah. What?
No, it's not supposed to be a gotcha. We're just talking.
Yeah, it would not feel the same. It wouldn't look the same. It wouldn't smell the same. It's not pussy. That's not pussy.
So what makes pussy for you or for like most men?
Somebody who was born with a vagina.
With the correct chromosomes.
Go ahead. What?
I was gonna say, but let's say they like you don't know that they're not. You know, you don't, and
so they essayed me.
Yeah.
I don't know what that.
Anyways, whatever.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And like, how would you be able to tell? Like just genuine like questions.
How would I be able to tell?
Yeah, like would you be able to tell
Sure.
if they didn't tell you? Would you be able to tell?
Well, I've not encountered trans pussy, but I'm pretty confident I'd be able to tell.
So then
in fact,
what would
I could
make
make
that
the
difference?
Hold on. I'm pretty confident if I was face to face with a man who's dressed up as a woman, I don't need to undress. They don't need to be undressed. I can tell before it even gets to anything sexual.
But what if there's a hypothetical where you didn't, unfortunately, and you're in
Okay, so they tricked me. They tricked me into having sex.
Well, yeah, that's his hypothetical.
And so, what's the situation?
Oh, like you're about to do the deed and the pussy's in front of you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm genuinely curious.
You
like,
want me to articulate like the visual differences, the smell?
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
The feeling.
Yeah, I'm just wondering like if like you could like
I'm actually,
teach me on the difference.
Yeah,
of,
so I think actually both men and women can actually make determinations on this. So I'm a man. I have tools of my own, and then I've been with a woman. Surprise! Been with a woman sexually. I know what vagina is. I know what my own tools look like, feel like, whatever. If you were to invert that, it would not feel the same. It wouldn't. Visually, it wouldn't look the same. Physically, the lubrication would be different. I don't know what the fucking smell is like. Trust me, pussy does have a distinct smell, unless you're Asian.
Okay. But at the end of the day, it is an assumption because you've never like encountered.
Because they don't have.
non-pussy.
Well, I mean, some Asian people don't have the body odor. Anyways, whatever. Never mind.
Yeah, they don't really sell deodorant in Asia either.
I mean, some Asians have body odor, but many of them, it's like a genetic thing. Don't have body odor.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask my question. So you're saying that you're not able to answer because you can't feel from a man's perspective. So I'm gonna put it to you like this: you're saying that you can't really know how a fake vagina looks like, again, you can't feel it. So let's say that the fake penises looks like a sausage wiener that you put on a hot dog. I've never seen one and I don't want to see one. But let's say it looks like that and it's the closest that they can make it look to it. Does that still make it a woman?
Donated $999.
I don't know why it did a shut the fuck up.
Hopefully the champagne is tasty. Enjoy some more. Also, can we get some kvass for Alina?
What is kvass?
It's a really good drink. I drank it my whole
thank you-
childhood. It
thank
tastes
you,
like
Ogle.
beer, but it's no alcohol. It's really good.
Debbie's in the chat for Ogle. Who wants more champagne?
I'm down with that.
Anybody?
I'm down with that.
But
Go ahead.
Brian, while you're pouring that out, isn't there an easy distinction to make? You ladies agree that there are women who are lesbians, right?
Yes.
Okay, don't you think they would be able to tell the difference?
Yes.
I guess so. That's a good one. Yeah, but I'm not lesbian, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but wait a second. So they could determine very, very quickly, even if men couldn't, right?
I guess so. I feel like if they're like, I mean, also not all vaginas look the same either. Yeah, so maybe it's like a different type.
That's like saying all pizza doesn't look the same. All pizza doesn't look the same, but pizza is pizza. If you tried to give me a taco, I would know it was different. I don't even care even if you put sauce and cheese inside of a taco, like I would know it was different.
I'll be honest. I'm sorry, Steph. You gave me that question, right? About like the sausage wiener, like on a hot dog. I like date a guy who's like, thing looks like that. So that's why I was like, I don't think that's
My ex-girlfriend.
Oh no, I can't open it.
You got it. All you.
You should have brought one of like.
Bro.
How do those bottle girls do at the club every night?
Gotta like jiggle the top.
I know how. You know how to do
Oh, you know how they do it?
Well, I took one glass.
Oh my god. You should tell him.
You twist and pull at the same time.
He's struggling.
No, it's funny.
Bro. Bro, who super glued this shit, bro?
Yeah, that was just some. I don't know.
It's her cage.
I don't want to continue this conversation. It's a little bit uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable. I'm not trans. I cannot speak on this.
Your personal
Mm-hmm.
opinions.
Are you the president of the United States?
Am I what?
The president of the United States.
Am I the president of the United States? I'm not.
Then can you speak about the president of the United States?
I honestly don't even speak about him. I don't
Yeah,
even.
but can you?
Can I? Yes, I can.
Yeah. And
But I choose not to.
Can
That's what-
people competently talk about the president of the United States even if they themselves are not the president of the United States?
Yeah, I mean, people can do what they want. Like I said, they have their own experience and they want to talk about things that they want to talk about. But I think that it's a personal choice. I'm like, if I don't really know that experience, I don't think I should facilitate or pass around like false knowledge and news and like make people misconstrued. I think it's important to have like all the information and then you make an informed judgment or some informed argument. And I just don't have that in this case about this topic.
Do you want it in this?
Okay.
These are another. Okay, fuck it.
Anybody?
So then you should defer to those that do, in this case us, right?
I guess I can defer. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna take on.
Okay, great. Well, then then if you're deferring to those who do have the information, you're willing to concede that trans women.
Oh, it's not saying that I don't
are
have the
not
information.
women, right?
No, it's not saying that I don't have the information. I just don't have never touched a physical, like I've never touched a trans woman's that part, like a vagina. So I cannot say what it feels like and doesn't. And I'm pretty sure everyone here hasn't as well. So I don't know if anyone here has better knowledge of what that would feel like. So in that case, I can't defer on that aspect because I'm saying that I only defer if someone else has actually personally experienced
Wait,
it.
I have a question. Have you ever been to Antarctica?
Does Brian
I've
need to
never
touch
been
it?
to
Wait, hold on,
Know what a penis looks
Wait,
like?
hold on.
Like, what are you talking about?
Have you ever been to Antarctica?
I've never been to Antarctica.
Yeah. Would you have like an intuition that it would, like how it would feel in terms of the temperature?
I think it would feel cold.
Okay, how do you know that? You've never been to Antarctica.
I think that people that have been told me it was cold.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
or like, no, it's like on social media.
Or is it common sense?
Common knowledge.
Tell us it doesn't
Right.
look the same.
Really
Common
quick,
knowledge.
we need to do cheers to Ogle.
Ogle!
Cheers to Ogle. Salud. Cheers. Wait, okay, really quick. What pronouns does a baby have before they can speak?
I don't know. What did the parents say? Or the child?
Well, before you can even conceptualize the ideas of gender, gender identity, and sex, what pronouns are the baby given?
I think like they're probably given, because they cannot speak yet, they're probably given the pronouns that they were assigned to at birth. I mean, assigned to based on their sex at birth.
Yeah.
I think for a while though, don't quote me on this, but I think there was a birth certificate where you could circle like there was like another
Like unassigned.
like, yeah.
Or,
Oh.
but it's just this is more so related to pronoun usage. So it's because with babies, we don't refer to their gender. We refer to sex, and we use he,
Or
him, she, her. But that's related to sex. So I think kind of with pronoun usage, even I don't know.
No, yeah, that's why I said, I was like, oh, before they can speak, and when the baby is born, I think everyone assumes that their pronouns are going to be what sex they were at birth. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, I got to move it on just for the sake of time, but